children. See, today I am going to teach you poem for Lochinvar written by Sir Walter Scott. See children, here this one poem written by Sir Walter Scott, and he wrote about a soldier, that how he was, how strong he was, and how he was faithful in his love, and how he was fearless in war. About a soldier, knight means a soldier. He wrote about one soldier and he explained his daringness. So here about the poet children, that Sir Walter Scott, he born on 15th August 1771 in UK, United Kingdom, and he was an excellent storyteller both in prose and in verse. That in this popular ballad he tells us how in olden days brave young men in Scotland possessed the necessary dash and pluck to the extraordinary things. In this poem he wants to tell, ballad means folk songs, ಜನಪದ ಗೀತೆಗಳು ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಗೀತೆಯನ್ನು ಫುಲ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ poem. This has 8 stanzas children, but first 4 stanzas is there for your memorization. You have to memorize only first 4 stanzas. Okay, and in this one he wants to explain how a soldier was daring and how he got his lover girl, that Ellen, how he got. So he explained that one through this poem, and he died on 21st September 1832. 21st September 1832 he died. That's Sir Walter Scott. He was a famous storyteller and also writer, and he wrote in this one, that this is a big poem he wrote, that Lochinvar. He wants to explain the braveness of a soldier. So here his narrative poems fascinate the reader by their gripping action, stirring and measure and imaginative appeal. Stirring means thrilling. That whole whatever he was writing, that take on the readers. That all readers wants to read that one. What will next? That is so much thrilling he was writing. In this poem also, that about a soldier Lochinvar, young Lochinvar, what he did, how he got his love. So it was so thrilling poem children. So now I want to explain this poem to you. Poem for Lochinvar, for memorization first 4 stanzas only is there, written by Sir Walter Scott. This is about the love and courage of a soldier. In this poem he wrote about a soldier who was so much courageous in war and also faithful in his love. This is about the story of a Lochinvar. O young Lochinvar is come out of the west. Through all the wide border his steed was the best. See here children, that how he was coming. O young Lochinvar was a young man and he had a good personality, young and energetic person he was. He was coming just like a sun, how sun was rising, no? In that manner he was coming with a strongness, and he, through all the wide border his steed was the best. Steed means young and strong horse children. That steed, that is the, this is the horse, young and strong horse he had. He was coming by that horse only, like a, just like a sun. How sun was coming with strongness, no? Like so, that young Lochinvar also coming by his horse. And save his good broadsword, his weapons had none. How he came children? He came on his horse like a sun, but without any weapons. He didn't bring any arms and ammunition. He didn't bring any sword and all, gun, nothing. He came alone without any weapons. He had a big sword, but he didn't bring that one. Without any sword and weapons, he came alone. Why he came children? See here, unarmed and he rode all alone. Without any weapons and without anybody help, without anybody's help he was coming. Without any weapons he was coming alone on his horse he was coming. So strongly and so bravely he was coming. So faithful in love and so dauntless in war. See children, how he is actually his character. He was very faithful in his love. He won't leave his love. He was very faithful in his love and fearless in war. That the two main characters of that lochinvar are, first one, he was very faithful to his love and he was very fearless in war. He won't fear to anybody in the war. But now he is coming alone on his horse without any weapons. There never was knight like the young lochinvar. Knight means soldier, that well trained up soldier. Knight means soldier, that well trained up soldiers were there, no, in the military. Like so, he was also well trained up soldier. Knight means a soldier. That how he was coming, just like a son, and on his horse, strong and young horse he was coming. He is also a young man. He was coming on his young horse and strong horse like a son and without any weapons. He had a big sword, but he didn't bring that one. He was coming alone because he was very faithful in his love and he was very daring, fearless in the war. So this is about the lochinvar. Why he was coming, children? See here. He stayed not for break and he stopped not for stone. Stayed means stop. Stayed means stop. How he was coming? He was coming without taking a single stop. Without taking a single stop he was coming on his horse. Without stopping anywhere. Any break he didn't take. And for any stones he would not stay there. He came fastly he was coming on his horse without taking a break. Without stopping anywhere he was coming. He swam the Eske river wherefore there was none. This was a big river, children, in that Scotland area. It was a big river and he wants to swim that one also. Without any fear he wants to swim that one, but he wants to reach his goal. What was his goal? See in the next lines. But ere he alighted at Netherby gate, the bride had consented, the gallant came late. That why he was coming there in the Netherlands, there was a Netherby gate, there was a hall, that a function hall, marriage hall. We are also using for marriages that hall. That was there was a he came near that function hall gate only he came. Mind that bride, she was waiting for him. She was waiting for lochinvar because she know he will come definitely, because she understood his braveness and he will come definitely, and she know that he was very faithful in his love and he will come definitely. But she was waiting for a lochinvar. For a laggard in love and dastard in war. See here. Laggard means struggler. Laggard means struggler. Means he was very much struggling in war. He won't give up that one. He was so strict in war also. That laggard in love and dastard in war. Dastard means dishonorable. Dastard means dishonorable. That he know that if he is late, that no one will respect him. Maybe love or in war. If soldier came late in war means what is the use? No one will respect him. Is it? Like so he understood that he should not be late. Maybe it's love factor or war. But he should be honest. He should be faithful in that one. So that bride know very well that he will come definitely. Was to wed the fair Ellen Ellen of brave lochinvar. Why he was coming, children? To take the fair girl. That Ellen, her lover name was Ellen. That he wants to marry Ellen. So he was coming. That lochinvar, he was coming on his horse alone without any weapons. He was coming because he was very faithful in his love and he wants to take that girl Ellen. For her sake he was coming so seriously. So boldly he entered the Netherby hall among bridesmen and kinsmen and brothers and all. How he came? Without any fear he came, children. Without any fear he entered the function hall, marriage hall he entered. That means marriage means so many relatives will be there, no? That bride side, father, brother and kinsmen means other relatives will be there in marriage function hall. So he entered that one without any fear. He entered the function hall. Then spoke the bride's father, his hand on his sword. What happened here? That bride's father, he saw that lochinvar came, no? He saw the bride's father saw and he had one hand on his sword, because without weapon lochinvar came, no? That bride's father, he had a weapon, sword he had. So what he did? He kept one hand on his sword and he started to talk to lochinvar. For the poor craven bridegroom said never a word. See, he didn't said anything, but that bride father, he started to say something to lochinvar. Oh, come here in peace here, or come here in war. Why you came, man? Why you came here? That bride father asked to lochinvar. Why you came here? To do a war here in function hall. He wants to do a war, or to save. He wants to stay here peacefully, or he wants to do one war here. Why you came? That bride father asked to lochinvar. Oh, or to dance at our bridal, young Lord Lochinvar? He questioned that. He know very well that Ellen and Lochinvar are both are lovers. Then also he wants to marry his daughter with someone others. So what happened here when Lochinvar came, no, that function hall, that bride father, he asked, why you came here to do one war, or he wants to be here peacefully, attend the function, or he wants to dance in the ಬ್ರೈಡಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದೀಯಾ? ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದೀಯಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಶಾಂತ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದೀಯಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಭಾರತದ ನಾವು ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಆ ಥರ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನು ವ್ಯಂಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಆ ಲಾಕಿನ್ವಾರ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. I long would your daughter, my suit you were denied. Love swells like the soul wave, but ebbs like its tide. What happened here, children? That actually he wants to marry his daughter. ನಾನು ಮಗಳನ್ನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ನೀ ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಕೇಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಅ ಕಪ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈನ್, ಹಿ ಸೆಡ್. ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಏನು ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಯುದ್ಧ ಅಂತೂ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಅವನು ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. I come with this lost love of mine, that you have stopped to me to marry your daughter, no, but I want to see my love. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯನ್ನು ಕಡೆ ಸತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಲಾಕಿನ್ವಾರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. To lead but one measure, drink one cup of wine. Why he came? He said, I want to see my love. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯನ್ನು ಕಡೆ ಸರ್ತೆ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲೆನ್, he wants to see her. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ನಾನು ಅವಳನ್ನು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಕಪ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕುಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ he is going to say to that bride father. There are maidens in Scotland more lovely by far, that would gladly be a bride to the young Lochinvar. Maidens means a beautiful girls. That he said, so many beautiful girls are there in Scotland. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗಳು ಒಬ್ಬಳೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸುಂದರಿಯರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ. ನಾನು ಅವರನ್ನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗಳನ್ನೇ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ನನ್ನಿಂದ ದೂರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ದಟ್ ಲಾಕಿನ್ವಾರ್ he said, so many young ladies are there that I wants to they wants to marry me, but I wants to marry your daughter only. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಡಿನೇಡ್, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗೋದನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. The bride kissed the goblet the night took it up. See here what happened here. That bride, that Ellen, what she did, she kissed that wine glass. Goblet means wine glass. Goblet means wine glass. What she did, that Ellen, she kissed that glass and she gave to Knight. Knight means soldier. She kissed that wine glass because he said, no, I want to drink a cup of wine. So what she did, she taken that glass, wine glass, and she kissed that glass and gave to that lochinvar. He quaffed off the wine and he threw down the cup. Quaffed means drink quickly. Drink quickly. He drank that one. When she gave no that wine cup, Ellen gave to lochinvar, no. That time what he did, he drank that wine quickly. He drank and he threw that cup down. ಕುಡಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಬೇಗನೆ ಒಂದೇ ಗುಟುಕ್ನಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಗ್ಲಾಸನ್ನು ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ಒಗಿತಾನ. She looked down to blush and she looked up to sigh. So she know very well that he will come definitely and he will take her definitely. So due to shyness, her face became red and she was doing some sign to lochinvar. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಬಟ್ ವಿತ್ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಮುಖ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ರೆಡಿಶ್. With a smile on her lips and a tear in her eyes. See here what happened. She became very happy by seeing that lochinvar in that function hall. No, she was very happy. She gave wine glass by kissing. She gave to him. But what happened, children? She was very happy and due to shyness, that her face become red. But there was a smile on her lip. ಅವಳ ತುಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಗು ಇತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿತ್ತು, ನೋವಿನಿಂದ ನೀರಿತ್ತು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ನೋವು ಆಕೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. He took her soft hand ere her mother could bar. See what happened here. That she gave her soft hand. That lochinvar took her soft hand in his hand, and that mother, that bride mother, she was very. What happened? She became worried about that one. She became very much worried when that lochinvar taken her hand, Ellen's hand, in his hand. Now tread we a measure, said and lochinvar. Means here he said that we will do a dance, that slow and steady dance. Measure means slow and steady dance is calling as measure. He said to that Ellen that we will do now dance, that in function hall we will do the dance now, slow and steady dance. That so stately his form and so lovely her face. That he was so straightforward. He won't fear to anybody. He taken her hand and he started to dance with her in the marriage hall. Stately means respectful manner. Respectful manner, he started to dance with Ellen. He taken her soft hand in his hand and he said her, we will do now slow and steady dance, and in respectful manner he started to dance with Ellen. That never a hall such a galliard did grace. Galliard means a lively dance. That in function hall, no, still that day no one did such a type of good dance in that function hall. Galliard means a lively dance. lively dance. That both together they started to do the dance. That was very lively, and no one did such a type of good dance in that function hall. Before that dance, no one did such a type of good dance. There, Ellen and Lochinvar started to do such a good dance in that function hall. While her mother did fret. Fret means worry. That this is common. That her mother, that Ellen's mother, she worried so much when they started to dance, no, because they wants to marry that Ellen with someone other. But now she started to dance with Lochinvar. So her mother, she was worried about that one. And her father did fume. Fume means feel anger. He became very angry. That Ellen's father became very angry that when they both started dancing there. Fume means fume. Very angry. That mother worried about this dance and father become very much angry by watching this one. And the bridegroom stood dangling his bonnet and plume, and the bride maidens whispered, it were better by far to have matched our fair cousin with young Lochinvar. That when they started to dance in the function hall of children, that all were started to look over them, and they started to whisper, means they started to talk slowly. Between themselves only they started to talk that Lochinvar was very much suitable to this Ellen. That fair Ellen is suitable to that Lochinvar only. That their pair was very good. This time they started to talk each other in that function hall. One touch to her hand and one word in her ear. That he said something in her ear. He said that Lochinvar said in her ear that some word he said, and then they started to dance together. When they reached the hall door and the charger stood near. See what happened, children? With dancing, with dancing style only, they came. That door only, that hall door only they came, in front of the door only they came, hall door they reached, with dancing only they reached that door of that function hall. Then there was a charger stood there. Charger means horse. That horse stood near that door only he stood, and that horse stood there, and they both came by dancing to that hall door, and there was a horse ready to take Lochinvar and Ellen. So light to the crop, the fair lady he swung. She was so light-weighted girl, and she was so thin. And what happened here, that to take her, it was not at all a problem for Lochinvar, because he was a soldier, strong and a brave person. But this lady, that Ellen, she was very thin and very beautiful and fair girl. That to take her, it was not at all a big task to Lochinvar. So light to the saddle before her sprung. She is one, we are gone over bank, bush and scar, they will have fleet steeds that follow, quoth young Lochinvar. What happened here? That they came with dancing only, they came near that hall door. And what happened outside the door? There was a horse of that Lochinvar horse only stood there, and he taken her immediately, and they started to run away from that function hall. That all the people who gathered there, no, they started to talk each other that this is a good pair, that Ellen is suits to Lochinvar and Lochinvar suits to Ellen. They were made for each other. This type of that talks go on that function hall, and all become stunned with that activity of Lochinvar. There was mounting long dreams of the Netherby clan. See here what happened, children? That mountains came. That so many in the road, so many mountains and hills. There were beside the road. There were no. He want to neglect all that one. He neglected all that one, and he taken his horse and he started to run from that function hall with Ellen. Forsters, Fenwicks and Musgraves, these are the names of the persons who will working, no, that with that person, that bride father, they were all the workers, they started to run behind that lochinvar to take back that Ellen. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕಿನ ಎಲೆನನ್ನು ಹೊಳೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸದವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಿಂದೆ ಕುದುರೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಓಡ್ತಾರೆ. There was racing and chasing on Canobili. Canobili means a large open space in Scotland. That what they started to chase that one, lochinvar, they started to chase because they taken that bride. So they wants to catch him. So they what they did children, they chased. ಹಿಂದೆ ಬೆನ್ ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಾವು ಕುದುರೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು Canobili ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ large open space in Scotland. That what they did, they chased him. ಅವನನ್ನ ಹೊಳ್ಳಿ ಆ ಎಲೆನನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನನ್ನು ಬೆನ್ ಹತ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಓಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲಸದವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ನೀದರ್ ಬೈ ನೆವರ್ ಡಿಡ್ ದೇ ಸಿ. ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ರೈಡಿಂಗ್ lochinvar that after few minutes they won't see where they gone. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸುತ್ತ ಕಾಣದಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ವೇಗವಾಗಿ lochinvar ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ, ಎಲೆನನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. So daring in love and so dauntless in war. Again first lines came again, that he was very faithful in his love, daring in love, faithful in his love, and dauntless in war. ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೆದರದೇನೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಬೆದರದೇನೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ತನ್ನ ಲವ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಾನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆನನ್ನು ತಾನು ಕುದುರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಸಿಗದೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. Have ever heard of gallant like young lochinvar? Gallant means brave. ಸಿ, ಯಾವತ್ತು ಕೇಳದೆ ಇರ್ತಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಧೈರ್ಯ ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಷ್ಟೂ ಜನರ ಮುಂದೆ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದು ಅವಳನ್ನು ಕುದುರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬೆನ್ ಹತ್ತುತ್ತಾರೆ ಹಿಂದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಯಾರ ಕೈಗೂ ಸಿಗದೆ ಇರುವಷ್ಟು ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಕುದುರೆಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಯಾರ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೂ ಕಾಣದೇ ಇರುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಬ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರೇವ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಯಂಗ್ lochinvar. ಸೊ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ faithful in his love and very fearless in the war. Both sides he was so much daring. In his love also he was daring, and in war also he was so much fearless. So this is about the poem 4 lochinvar. First 4 stanzas is there for memorization children. Don't memorize all 8 stanzas, only 4 stanzas enough. In short I want to sum up this poem. That young lochinvar, he was a brave soldier and he was love with that Ellen, that fair girl, and he wants to marry her. But what happened here children, that her parents, they wants to marry with someone, and in that function hall only that lochinvar came and he taken that Ellen on his horse and they ran away from that place. So he was so much daring and fearless person, that he was giving so much importance to love, and he was also giving importance to war also. In war also he was very courageous to fight with others. So ಎಲ್ಲರ ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸಿ ಆಕೆನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಂಗ್ lochinvar ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ lochinvar written by Sir Walter Scott. So this is about the poem lochinvar. I hope all of you understood children. But in next Microsoft Meet, I want first 4 stanzas you have to memorize and you have to tell me in that session. Okay? Thank you.